So last night I ended things with a guy that in one of my previous videos I had referred to as the most intentional man I'd ever spoken to. It really does suck because he truly is amazing, has a lot of the things I'm looking for in a person, but we hung out like 6 or 7 times and I just wasn't feeling it. And it's just really a shame because he really is a great guy and I wish that I could just make myself have feelings, but I just can't. And he's so great, I didn't want to just keep stringing him along because he had voiced that, you know, he's looking for a relationship and he made it very clear how he felt about me, and I just felt really badly about making it go on any longer when I just knew it wasn't there for me. So I'll show you guys what I said. This is the first time I've ever sent a text like this to somebody that I actually had been speaking to for a while. Usually I do it via phone call, at least. But I had told him, I asked him if we could talk later, and he just really wanted me to tell him now. So I sent him a text and I just said, I'm not even sure what to say. I just think I need to let you go. You're seriously amazing and one of, if not the most intentional guy I've ever talked to. You truly deserve someone great. I just don't think that person is me. I'm really sorry.
Oh my God. Guys, this woman is now in her 30s. She just found an amazing guy. Okay? A guy who is just wonderful. Obviously treats her very well. He doesn't disrespect her. He doesn't ghost her. He listens to her. He's emotionally available. And he's willing to be her forever man. And what does she do? Snip, snip. Nope, you're not good enough for me. Sorry, you meet all the qualifications I'm looking for, but I'm just not feeling it. Lord, Lord, Lord. God help this woman, because here she is with an amazing guy. And the thing is, I mean, you look at her, she's average. Sorry. Hey, she's not ugly by any means, but she is average. She's a little above average, right? Trust me, I go out all the time. So I know what good-looking women look like, right? She's average. Okay? And here she has a guy who is willing to dedicate himself to her. And she is just completely taking it for granted, like most women do. Okay? They totally take these guys for granted until they reach their middle ages, right? I mean, because, you notice these girls who are still talking a big game are always in their early 30s. And this is why the mainstream usually tries to sell these women on staying single and pursuing their career. Oh, these guys will always be here, yada, yada, yada. Because it's not until they hit their 40s that they really start to see their options just completely deteriorate to nothing. And then they freak out, they get on TikTok, and we will probably be covering her, by the way, in approximately about 7 years. She will be crying about how she can't find a guy. What happened to all the good men? Where are they? Whoa, somebody date me. This is why I don't feel sorry for these girls, right? And all the chicks that attack me on my channel going, oh, you're so mean to these girls. This is why. This is why. See her right here? She found a good guy. Perfect dude. Doesn't want him. Right? And these are the type of chicks, by the way, they're just going to stay single. I guarantee you right now, this chick 10 years from now is going to be single. 20 years from now, still single. 30 years from now, still single. And she's going to be looking back on this dude as the one who got away. Simple as that. Okay? Simple as that. I can't stand seeing this. I mean, she is already in her 30s. She's beyond sudden death over time, and somehow, by some miracle, she popped one in the end zone, and she's just throwing a flag on herself. No, I don't want it. I want to stay in the game. Doesn't want to cash out, wants to stay out there. You know why? You know what this guy is missing, by the way, as a professional PUA? You know what she's chasing? Women like her, they're chasing the bad boy, right? What she wants is a Chad who is going to step on her, who is going to not be emotionally available, who is just going to ignore her and take a big steaming, smelly dump all over her so she can go home crying about it and, oh my gosh, I don't deserve this. I deserve this kind of guy. Meanwhile, here she is doing it to somebody else right now. So karma is a bitch, and I believe this will catch up to her. Just don't feel sorry for these chicks. She's DG, by the way. She's already damaged. But now you see why I say these women over 30 are damaged. She's showing her cards, right? She is a prototypical DG. They want the bad boys. This is what makes them damaged. They can't function with healthy, normal guys. Clearly, she has no feelings for this guy because he's not mistreating her enough. He's not being enough of a bad boy. Very sad. Let's let her finish here.
I have sent texts like this before, but usually it's with people that, like, you know, we went on 1 or 2 dates and it wasn't anything like, not that this was serious, but you know what I mean. It just wasn't anything that really deserved like a phone call. This, like, I would have talked to him on the phone about it if he wanted to, but he just responded and said, I respect your decision. And that was that. And it really just got me to thinking, because usually we talk about how when stuff like this happens and we're on the opposite end of this, like the receiving end of it, it's like, man, what happened? We want to know why. We want to know like all the details. I'm guilty of that 100%. But in this case, if he had asked me for more details, I really don't know that I would have been able to give him any. Besides, it just wasn't there for me. And I know that's hard, but it just kind of gave me a new perspective being on this side of it, how men have talked to me in the past and just said, you know, they're just not feeling it. And it's a shame, but there's really nothing you can do. It's just the name of the game. All it takes is one. So we're back out here again.
And you will stay out there, okay? And you will stay out there, lady. You will stay out there. We're back out here again. No, you will stay out there for many, many years, for the rest of your days, because you can't spot a good guy if he was standing right in front of you. Obviously, she just missed one, right? And this, like I said, is what makes these women the DG, right? She is her own worst enemy. And you have to love the fact that, you know, average-looking women like herself just have these guys, these beta males who are throwing themselves at her. She just can wash these guys away like they're nothing, and they just keep coming in. They're in her DMs, they're in her friend zone, they're at her work. These guys are all over the place. You know, an average-looking guy is like her equivalent in a dude. Does not have the luxury of all sorts of women hitting him up where he can just be like, oh, I wash my hands of you. I wash my hands of you. I wash my hands of you. I'm waiting for the right one. No, as guys, I mean, we have very limited options, right? We have very limited options. Me, even as a professional pickup artist, I mean, my phone rings all day. But you know what? I'm out there 4 or 5 times per week. And I've been out there for 3 decades. And I've been busting my ass. And I've been learning this skill my entire adult life, and even I would have a tough time competing with her, right? So you got to love how these chicks just totally neglect the fact of how, you know, how privileged they are. There is so much privilege when it comes to females. It's insane. All right, let's go on to the next the next chick. Okay, let's hear what she has to say.
If you've ever struggled with a breakup or currently struggling with a breakup in which the person is so wonderful and you feel like they're such a good person, but you still feel like it's not the right relationship for you, this one's for you. You can have love for someone but not be in love with them, and they can be a good person, but they may not be good for you. See, when we start to make these decisions on whether or not we want to leave someone or end a relationship, we can sometimes get very much caught up in who they are as a person. But they're so this and they're so that. Why can't I have these feelings? Why do I feel this way? But that's just it. They don't have to be evil or to be mean-spirited for you to be justified in your decision. They don't have to have hurt you in catastrophic ways for you to leave them. Think of your life like a chapter book. Each character serves a role to perhaps help the main character grow and develop and expand, and as painful as it may be that they don't follow you into that last chapter, that just means that they open more room in those new chapters for new characters to enter.
AKA, if you're one of these betas in her life who is just giving her everything she wants and then some, giving her total respect as a woman, respecting her boundaries, praising her for her empowered, and how strong she is. She doesn't respect that. Again, these are words of a damaged female, a Jezebel, right? I'm not saying that she's evil or the other woman's evil. However, they are being led by the Jezebel spirit, right? Which is going to keep them single. And you can't make this stuff up, fellas. And this is why I wanted to feature women who were in their 30s in tonight's coaching video, just because these are the ones that they feature the most when it comes to, just basically anywhere in the media, right? Telling other women out there to follow their lead, like, "Ooh, look at me, I'm still single, I'm chasing my career, and I have plenty of guys coming at me, I haven't settled, look at all these good men, they're always going to be here." They never feature the women who are just a tad bit older, like in their 40s, or God forbid their 50s, right? That were once their age, just a little bit younger. They are now just miserable. We feature them on my channel all the time. These 40s and 50-year-olds who are just still out there trying to compete on the dating apps with the 18-year-olds. It's so sad. It's so sad. But here they are in their mid-30s, and they are on the road to just being forever single, right? This chick, it's so just mind-bending how they delude themselves, right? They lie to themselves, and then they lie to each other, thinking like, "Oh, I could just kick this nice guy in the balls, this little man who's giving me everything I want, this amazing, wonderful guy who's paying my bills and paying my rent and helping me pay my car note and willing to buy me a home, and I don't have to work ever again. I don't need him. Oh no, there will be more, because that guy's just to help me along in my chapter." I mean, the selfishness, right? The selfishness of how this chick is speaking is, oh man, it's so frustrating. I feel so bad for these guys, because they're trying to do the right thing. They're trying to be good guys. And for as much as these women cry later on in life, like, "Where are all the good men? Oh, all these pigs that are, I'm 50, these 50-year-olds don't want to date me. They want to date the 20-year-olds. They're so sick, and what about me?" Well, there you go, right? They talk the same way in their 30s, and this is how they end up in their 50s and still single. You're seeing it and hearing it right from the horse's mouth right here. This woman, another girl who is, hate to say it, pretty average looking, thinking that, deluding herself into believing that she deserves more. But really what they want is a guy to be a dick to them, a guy to be an a-hole. That's what they want, and that's what makes them the DG, fellas.
Sometimes we have to make the choice. The pain of leaving may be temporary, and the pain of staying where we know we don't belong, which may be indefinite.
Yeah, wait till you turn 40, bonehead. All right, last one.
He was so nice.
He was so nice.
He didn't deserve any of that.
Okay, she's laughing. She's laughing at the fact that she just dumped some nice guy. Okay? She thinks it's funny. And the sad thing is, you have these guys pouring out their hearts to the wrong women, basically, right? I mean, these chicks do not deserve that dude. They don't deserve that guy. And of course, they're sitting there thinking they're the ones who deserve more. Wait, let me hit these lights real quick. Sitting there thinking that they're the ones who, I deserve what I deserve. The universe is going to reward me. They're going to give it to me. All of these ridiculous women. There's a reason why they are single, they have been single, and they will be single, and they are never going to find that dude. These are the exact type of chicks that constantly shop out of their price range. They think that they're worth, they think their poop don't stink, and they think they're worth more than what reality has to say about them. I mean, this girl, This girl's a perfect example. I mean, look at these lips. Enough with the stupid fillers, ladies. Enough with the fillers, please. I don't know a single guy who's like, oh my God, I can't wait to meet a chick with lip fillers. This looks ridiculous. You look like a duck. You look like somebody came along and just popped you in the face and punched you like right in the mouth. It looks stupid, and I'm gonna leave it here. As always, gentlemen, this is M from 33 Secrets. Don't forget to smash, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you want to support my work and everything I'm teaching you here, best way to do that is just jump into 7 Months to Mastery. Click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. Just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out.